this new lecture of the server-side programming, and today we are going on to a new topic, that is JavaScript programming. Dear student, JavaScript is a very important topic in a process of learning server-side programming, because when we are designing the server application, it is very essential the data coming from the client side is accurate. So it is very necessary to make some compulsion, some validations onto the client side page, because the data should move from client side page to the server side application accurately, and then only the server side application will process the data smoothly. So now moving on to the unit number 3, lecture number 4, JavaScript programming. I, Neeraj Goyal, Assistant Professor, Computer Science and Application Department, welcome you in this lecture. Now moving on to the outline for the today's lecture. After getting the prerequisite, we will move on to understand the introduction to the JavaScript. So a clear idea about JavaScript is what and why we are learning to clear to you. We will see some applications of the JavaScript. We will also notice whether the Java and JavaScript are the same thing or they are the different thing. For better understanding the differentiation in between the Java and JavaScript, we take a differentiation, Java versus JavaScript, and that we coming on to the programming part of the JavaScript. So this is statement how to put a JavaScript code in HTML page will help us, because HTML page can be easily designed, but entering a JavaScript into the HTML page is required expert knowledge. So after getting the sufficient knowledge, we have two examples. In the first example, very simple example, we will learn how to print a message using JavaScript, and in the second example, I have written some kind of code to generate the dynamic HTML. After that, an exercise, learning outcome and references. For learning of the JavaScript, the two things is very necessary: the knowledge of HTML and the knowledge of any programming language like C, C++ or Java, because we will use some logic related to these programming languages as well, and that is supported by the JavaScript. Coming on to the introduction to the JavaScript. So dear student, the JavaScript is a client-side programming language, because all the operation, all the related code we write using the JavaScript is executed onto the client machine by the web browser. It is known as the object-based scripting language, so that many of the features related to the object programming are available in JavaScript. Now the question comes over here, why we use JavaScript? So JavaScript is basically used to make your HTML pages as a responsive one, dynamic one. Like many activity performs onto the HTML pages, like something click by the mouse, moving the mouse, pressing any button available onto the web page. So when you perform any kind of these activity, your page should be responsive. Your client side page should be responsive. So all such kind of response by the client side page can be included into the HTML program by the use of JavaScript. Now going into some kind of history. So anybody if asked, is that the original name of this product is JavaScript or something else? So dear student, the original name for the JavaScript was a LiveScript, and this LiveScript is developed by both Netscape and Sun Microsystem. Currently, some modification has been made on this JavaScript, and it is also known as a ESMA script. And many newer versions of the ESMA script like 6, 7, 8, 9 and 20 are available into the market, and the most recent one is the ECMA script 2020. moving on to the JavaScript features. See, the JavaScript does not require any kind of software installation compilation. They are directly interpreted. So this means they considered as a lightweight scripting language. They consume the less CPU cycles of the machine and for performing their execution. They make your program as a dynamic one, so your program will become the responsive one. They provide many features of object-oriented programming language like class, object, encapsulation, abstraction as well. JavaScript is a platform dependent, so regardless of any operating system support, you can execute your JavaScript program on any operating system. And definitely the JavaScript is an interpreted one. No pre-compilation is required. You just write your program on any text editor, and after that save the program using .html and execute as you execute the HTML program. Applications of JavaScript. So you will use your JavaScript program for first thing, that is the client side validation. So when the client filling the data onto the form, it should be accurate. You have seen in many of the web applications where we are filling the form, some kind of validations are there, like password should have a special pattern, the password and confirm password should be similar, email have a specific pattern, mobile number has a limitation to be 10 digits. So all such kind of validations are the examples of the JavaScript. In association of these validation, the JavaScript can also be used to make some interesting drop-down menus. Dynamic HTML means your page will become the responsive. If you want to show the date and time of the machine onto your system, on your program, you can also use the JavaScript. JavaScript also provide you many kind of pop-up and window boxes like alert boxes, prompt boxes. So using that boxes, you can also provide the dynamic interactivity to your program. In fact, the clocks are also available in JavaScript for display the time while the program is getting executed. Your question comes over here. Whether the Java and JavaScript are the same? The answer is clear no. They are completely two different products because JavaScript is developed by the Brendan H in the Netscape company and Java is developed by the Bill Joy and James Gosling by the company Sun Microsystem. So they are the entirely two different products. However, their syntax matches and there is a collaboration in between Netscape and JavaScript, Java. So that is why the name is given this live script to the JavaScript. A clear differentiation over here, Java versus JavaScript. Java is a complex programming language and before executing or compilation any program, you require the installation of the JDK software. While executing the JavaScript program does not require any kind of editor. For execution of your Java program, you need a Java virtual machine. JavaScript does not require any kind of virtual machine. They're directly interpreted by the web browser. While you write your code into the Java program on execution, it is hidden from the external source. But when you write a code using the JavaScript, it is directly accessible or visible through the user with the web page code, HTML code. However, one more differentiation is there. When you write your server-side programs that receive the user data and process that data, you will write that code in Java. And for the validation type of programs, for user interactivity related activities on the client side, you will use the JavaScript. So this differentiation giving a clear idea, they are different from each other. Coming on to how to put a JavaScript code into the HTML page, the answer is very simple. For entering your JavaScript code into the HTML, a special tag is there known as script tag. So in the body section or head section, you can put your script tag. The type is equal to text oblique JavaScript. However, it is optional. If you write only script tag, it will also work. So I just want to write something onto the HTML page using JavaScript. The function is document.write. So using document.write, you can write anything onto the HTML page. In this example, I have written the hello world. Example number 1, how can you use the JavaScript code to print the hello world? Dear student, as you can see, I have written the complete program over here. HTML head, title, and under the body section. Please note that under the body section, I am writing this script tag, language is equal to JavaScript or type is equal to text oblique JavaScript. I want to print something onto the HTML page, so I am using this document.write function, and using document.write function, I have written a string into the double quote, that is ITM University says hello world. So the exact message we have written over here will be printed on while this program is getting executed. Subsequently, the script tag is closed in association with body and HTML tag. So I think this program is clear, giving you an idea how the script tag can be associated or can be inserted JavaScript code in the HTML language. You can save this program by .html, and after that execute it directly like an HTML page onto the web browser. Moving on to the example number 2. In this example, we are creating some dynamic code using JavaScript. So please have a look. Under the body section, I have written a script tag. Under script tag, I am creating a function using JavaScript. Okay, I told you the JavaScript is a more powerful language, and similarly to the C, C++ and Java, under JavaScript, we can create function, create array, doing control statement, everything we can do. So in this example, a function is creating under the JavaScript. For creating a function in JavaScript, function keyword is used and the function name is used. And something we have written into the body of this function, and this body of the function will be executed when somebody call this function. Okay, so we will come again to this function when we read out the code for calling of this function. Okay, come to the downside. The script tag is closing over here. In the plain HTML, I have written a paragraph tag P with the ID script, and some text is written over here, like this is the old text. Okay, we want that when the user click on a button, this text is replaced by the new text. Okay, for that I have created a button, type is equal to button, and an event on click. There are many events available in JavaScript like on click, on double click. So here I am using on click and the function name. So function name is text. So when this button is clicked, the function text will be called. Okay. Now again come to the function. Here we have written document.getElement by ID. Document.getElement by ID we are using to access that paragraph, because we want to change the content of that paragraph. Sorry. So that is okay. So what is the ID ID of this paragraph, that is a script. So using document.getElementID. Okay. So we are printing on the paragraph. On the paragraph, for that I have used the inner HTML. So inner HTML will give you a portion to write the new text. And what text you want to write? This text has been written inside the JavaScript. So dear student, when you execute this program using the web browser, you will have the text, this is the old text, and a button. And when you click onto the button, the old text will be replaced by the new text. I suggest you to execute this program onto the web browser to see the interactivity. After completion of this lecture, your introduction part is clear and you have getting the knowledge about the applications of JavaScript and Java differentiation, and how you can generate the dynamic pages using JavaScript. Some exercise for you that you need to go out for more and more knowledge. Some of the text references I have used to prepare this lecture. You can also use these references for more information. Thank you, dear student, for the patience learning.